He have started lobbying people to support him for Anambra election when it will start. That after Soludo is working to be the next Anambra governor. Now, where is he now?
Okay, yesterday we saw, Anambrans, we saw them celebrating, in beer parlors, even very dark man, celebrities, YouTubers, they've come out to react to Ifeanyiubah's death, and people, they are curious to know why people are happy, when somebody dies, you see people, emotional, we see people, not being happy as regards the person death. I know most importantly, the person is a very important person to or the person have added value to people's life. You see people.
You see, when a person die, mostly we the Igbos, we mourn for people, whether old, whether young. We don't play with life. And when you see a person died and people start jubilating, there's something wrong. Mostly an young age man like ifeanyiubah and a popular figurehead. He was a senator before his death. He was a businessman having capital oil. But when he died, people are rejoicing, jubilating. Now, which means he have stepped on people's toe much. He makes his words from the crying of people. Like this Coscharis.
Coscharis.
Yes,
You know of Coscharis and motors.
yes, Cosman
Cosmas.
Coscharis. I've been hearing that name in business in Nigeria. And it's one of the trusted company in Nigeria. But I wonder how such type of thing happened to him. And if you watch, you cannot blame the man so much for falling victim to ifeanyiubah. Now, the man explained his positions, how he was a bank, one of the bank managers. And when ifeanyiubah came to him, how he tried to contact banks. Everybody that hear ifeanyiubah said no. Everybody hear that ifeanyiubah no. Which means the whole banks or something like that have known him as a defrauder. And this man being inclined or what Igbo people are in business, they like to help each other. Mostly Newi, Abriba, they are common in helping each other in business. If you don't have, they will import and give you. You sell and return. Then he decided to take a risk as fellow Newi man to help his brother ifeanyiubah. He used his company. They do first business, second business, third business, fourth business, sixth business, and the thing went fine. Not knowing that it's a trap ifeanyiubah is setting for him to get more than what they have done before, which he succeeded. Now, if that man is not a strong man in business or have strong heart, maybe by now he for have be having hypertension. But the investment he has can be able still to pay the money. That's one. Secondly, ifeanyiubah, there's a guy, I think a month ago or 2 months ago, that were caught selling drug hard drugs in the same Nnewi, which mentioned Ifeanyiubah. That is, Ifeanyiubah was his sponsor in drug dealing. When someone ekpa called Ifeanyiubah to correction, according to the statement of that man, Ifeanyiubah, stop doing this thing. If you are the one that doing it, it's not good. Even some people say that it's a propaganda against Ifeanyiubah. Then Ifeanyiubah told someone ekpa, he will fetch him out from that land. He's getting someone ekpa too much. He fetch him out. From fetching someone ekpa out, where did the Ifeanyiubah ended up his life? Now in grave. And people were rejoicing. People were rejoicing. This is to show you that he's not a good man. Both the community he came from, he's not a good man. Remember, there was a time. Remember, there was a time Ifeanyiubah, when he was alive, have his own personal talks called Vigilante. He buy them gun. Federal government know about it.
Were they not seeking the lives of indigenous in the community, in his community? If he had vigilante, maybe he was trying to help them by securing their lives.
No.
Or they were used for other things.
It was for another purpose. He bought the Vigilante, buy them cars, buy them guns, not to secure the people, but they come against sit at home. He said that sit at home should not observe in his own area. He sponsored them, but at the end, fire, jam fire, the lesser fire was quenched. That in group go in. And this sit at home, nobody forced the people. The people choose to sit at home. Ifeanyiubah say it cannot be because it's for Biafran issue. He was totally against Biafra. Remember, it was his own private jet. They take to go and hijack Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and bring him back home. All this is. And if you come to East, anybody that is against Biafran cause, and then Nnamdi Kanu or Simon, people see him as their own enemies. When they die, people rejoice. So this is what happened to Ifeanyiubah that made people to be rejoicing, because they see him as enemy of Biafrans, enemy of Nnamdi Kanu, enemy of someone else. Remember, there was a time, I think last year or last 2 years, when attempt was made on his life to assassinate him. People were shouting, it is IPOB, or non-government IPOB. But the letters come out and say that it was his fellow politicians that want to kill him. That if they continue to threaten his life, he will expose all of them as they manage, hold the meeting, and plan against Nnamdi Kanu. He will expose all of them. Now people are shouting, his own private jet, they take to go and bring Nnamdi Kanu. When he's not the only person that were involved in Nnamdi Kanu case, now they want to kill him to cover up everything. He will expose them anytime, any day, his life. They try his life again to take it away. And since that very time, nobody try his life again. But he don't know that what past human being will try his life. Now death came unto him directly. This is what you are going to see that made people to rejoice. Even he have started lobbying people to support him for Anambra election when it will start. That after Soludo is working to be the next Anambra governor. Now, where is he now?
I think he defected to APC recently.
He may
No, not me. He has defected to is
to APC.
APC. Yeah.
Now, not only him, all the whole politicians in Southeast, both the ones that won under Labour and everything, all of them are immigrating into APC, where they will have a cover up in case if Biafra rise up tomorrow, so that they can be able to run to Abuja to hide themselves. You see, so it's very disgraceful to see a person like Ifeanyiubah drop dead and people were rejoicing. It's very disgraceful to the family. Which means his lifetime, he never do anything that people take to recognize him for good. He may spread the money, take to buy fame, but within people's hearts, they don't like him. As he died, they express the dislikeness to come out openly. Because that time, if what they did now that is dead, if they did him, if they did it when he was alive, I'm telling you honestly, he will pick them up one after the other from Abuja with federal minds. He will pick those people that are rejoicing one after the other, and they may go and never return again. So, if person die, then they release him to come back, to come and see how people reacted for his death. I think if Ifeanyiubah come back and see how people were jubilating for his death, he himself, shame will catch him in the land of death.
Is it possible? They come back.
Eh?
They come back. Is it possible?
No, I'm telling you, at least if it's possible
Okay, if it's possible, okay. So just
for
come
a
and
person to die, then you bring him back to see
the
what
reaction.
happened after his death.
You can be seeing it.
I think if they bring Ifeanyiubah to see how people are jubilating because of his death, shame will never allow him to raise his head up in the land of death. Have you seen it? Therefore, money is not all things. But good name is better than silver and gold. They don't have good name. They don't have good example. But they feel that money is all and all. Now, where is that money? I will fetch someone ekpa out. I will fetch someone ekpa out. Now, where is it to fetch someone ekpa out? Someone ekpa is still alive. Namdekal is still alive. They are waxing strong for the restoration of Biafra. Where is Ifeanyiubah now? This is why when I do something, remember God. That God is all and all. Even the death that killed Ifeanyiubah, God has power over death.
Yes.
God has power over death. But they don't remember that all this is we are doing when death to come. All those power, all those minds, you drop it. Look at the late Queen Elizabeth. When they want to bury her, final day to bury her, what the Archbishop of Canterbury said, he said, let us remove all the whole symbol of power out of Sister Elizabeth. That's what he call her. Because all the whole crown, from A to Z that she wear when he was alive, all of them were placed on the coffin. Then he said, let us remove all the whole symbol of power out of her and commit Sister Elizabeth to Mother Earth. You don't call her Queen Elizabeth anymore, but Sister Elizabeth to Mother Earth. And they remove all the whole symbol of power. This is to show human being that I am this, I am that. It's when you are alive. Immediately you are dead. What you are is nothing anymore. This is what happened to Ifeanyiubah. All the whole money he took from Coscharis and the people he stepped at their toll, and the money he took from federal government or whosoever to bring Nnamdi Kanu home, where are those money now? Will he go to grave with any of them? They will bury him now with one trouser, one shirt. Highest thing, they go and buy a coffin of 1 million naira. Then call small boys. They will come as the name Undertaker and be throwing his dead body up and down, taking it to do Ganglover. They say, they bury him well. They bury him well. They will throw it up, bring it down, throw it up, bring it down. You never have rest until they put him into grave. And the day they will bury him, if they carry his body come, all people from Anambra State will run to go and see. Not that they sympathize him, but they will go and see whether this man is really dead. Whether this man is really dead. Because I'm sure why people should be drinking in beer parlor and rejoicing, they have stepped under the toes of so many people, even the youth. You understand? People will be rushing. People will think that they love this man, but they want to see whether he's really dead or is it a mere story. They will look until when they cover him with the sand, then they shake their head that this one is really dead. And people will say, now we are free from one of the political oppressor. And even some of his fellow politicians will be happy. They will go there and see him, like in Senate now. They say, let us observe 1 minute silence for him. But most of them, in their hearts, they will be happy because Ifeanyiubah is a proud and arrogant man. There was a time I watched him on net. He and his children in London, they were walking on the street, doing like this, camera himself, putting them on the internet. What does that mean? Arrogant and pride. Where did he end up his life now? So this one will teach us lesson. Whatever you are doing, politicians, whatever you are doing, individuals, whosoever, whatever you are doing, remember that there's God. And remember that one day, this breath we are breathing, one day it will come to an end. Then what will you take to remember you after your death? Is it for the good you have done or for the bad you have done? You understand? So it's late for people to learn from Ifeanyiubah now. And people that are fighting against Biafra, against Samuel Ekpa, against Nnamdi Kanu, should learn from Ifeanyiubah and amend their ways. That's all. I am Mr. Paradeli Okokonde.